Road rage. Any of you ever get really ticked off when you're driving and someone cuts you off or does something seemingly idiotic and totally unsafe while you're on the road driving? How do you react to that? One thing, I've got more than one thing, but one of the things that I've been very challenged with over the past decade of my driving experience is controlling my state of mind and my emotional state while driving, especially as it relates to people who drive unsafe and make what I would consider stupid driving decisions around me. And I've become very, very aware of my sensitivity to other people's driving and their decisions on the road over the past probably 3, 4, maybe 5 years. I've practiced, I've started to condition myself to stay centered and recognize that when I react negatively or poorly or have just a bad reaction, negative reaction to the way somebody else drives when they cut me off or pass me and cut me off or drive irresponsibly, as soon as I react negatively to that situation, I've proven that I've given up control of my own mental and emotional state, which therefore means I've given up the opportunity to take control and take action to really determine my ultimate outcome in a given situation. And driving on the road, down the highway, whatever, that's just one simple example, and it might not seem so big in the grand scheme of things, just that little reaction, but it's an opportunity for me to really practice controlling my mindset and my emotional state. And because I have really been putting in the effort to stay totally aware of myself in that situation, I have become better at it. And the thing I do is I recognize, come on, let's be real. We can all realize when someone's hammering down from behind us, coming up, flying through the other traffic, you just know there's a high probability that they're going to cut you off, right? And I used to be of the mindset that I'm like, okay, this person's about to cut me off. I'm about to get fired up. I'm going to give them the horn. You know what I mean? I prepared myself in advance to react negatively and to give up control and to just be totally frustrated and upset with the situation. I have become very aware of that, as I've already mentioned, but I've also become better at it. However, this morning, I was driving and I was in the left lane. We're passing traffic slowly but surely. Right? It was appropriate to be in the left lane, I would say. And there's this guy in a car to come flying up from behind, and I could tell he was getting in the right lane to just start flossing and cutting people off. And it was my turn for him to cut me off. And I knew it was coming. And I got myself centered. I said, Jay, you know exactly what's about to happen. Stay calm, stay cool, stay collected, stay in control of your mindset and your emotional state. And what happened? Well, he cut me right off. There was barely enough space to parallel park, and he flew right in front of me and cut me off. How did I react? Extremely well. I realized it is what it is. It's not going to affect my day. I'm going to stay focused on my mindset. I know what my outcome is, and as soon as I react negatively, I give up that control to this individual. I'm not going to give him that power. I'm going to practice, utilize the opportunity for my improvement in this very moment. So it was awesome. And anytime you have those little victories, you got to celebrate. And it's not just the driving, it's any scenario in your life, whether it's a situation in your home life when an argument might start, or it's a situation at work when someone does something that you might not like or appreciate. How do you react to those situations? I reacted well. Here's the challenge. This same car got in the right lane after he cut me off, thinking he was going to hammer down and fly past more people. What he very quickly realized was there was nowhere to go in the right lane. And I saw it because he went booking out from in front of me, all of a sudden had to slow down extremely quickly, and I knew the only place he could go to pass more traffic was right back in front of me, and I saw it coming. And what did I do this time? I prepared to get pissed. I knew he was about to cut me off for a second time within like 20 seconds, and I set it in my mind and my heart that as soon as he cut me off, I was going to be pissed off, I was going to be fired up, I was going to be in a negative mind state. And before anything ever happened, I allowed the possibility of a scenario to get me into a negative state. So as soon as it happened, I hammered on my horn and I let him know I was pissed. Did it help anything? Absolutely not. Only thing it did was make me take a step back. I had taken 2 steps forward by practicing and persisting in controlling my thoughts and my mindset and my emotions in that first circumstance. In the second circumstance, I took a step back by faltering, by not staying in control of my mindset. And nothing good came from that other than I had another opportunity to be self-aware that it's something I have to practice. And I would challenge you all, if there's ever a scenario in your life where you know you are triggered quickly by something that a particular person says, by an action a particular person at your home or in your work life or among your friends, is there something someone says or does that you know consistently gets you frustrated and you allow to trigger a negative response from you? Challenge number 1, think of those opportunities, because it's an opportunity to practice and learn and improve yourself as it relates to better controlling your mindset and your emotional state. So I would challenge you to find those opportunities, think about them in advance, and your second step in that challenge is to then practice. When the opportunity arises, when you know that situation is going to come, prepare for it. Anticipate it, and when it happens, know how you're going to react. Don't allow yourself to be controlled with your mental and emotional state by that circumstance. Take the opportunity, use the opportunity to practice and improve yourself in improving your mindset. Because as we become better at controlling our mental and emotional state, we become better at taking the action that we must take to achieve our goals. So something as seemingly small and maybe insignificant as getting fired up when someone cuts us off on the road, or when a friend or family member says something that really ticks us off and triggers us into a negative state, those are small, but building up over time can lead to the lack of ability of really controlling our mind and our emotional state. So I would just say use it. Use it to your advantage to practice getting in control and focusing on what you need to focus on to get your end result. So it's something little, but if you share with me, let me know your circumstance that is in your particular situation that you want to challenge yourself with becoming more self-aware of and anticipating and controlling. Hope that helps. No matter what, have fun this week. Be awesome. Put a smile on your face. Enjoy it.